Good evening and welcome to the Southern Wake Gym on the campus of Wake Tech for tonight's Region 10 men's basketball matchup between the Wake Tech Eagles and the Cape Fear Community College Sea Devils. Tonight is a rematch from earlier in the month where the Eagles bested the Sea Devils 77-72 in Wilmington. I'm Jonathan Hudson and I'm glad to bring you tonight's broadcast. Now let's get to know a little bit about Wake Tech, what they've done in the past game, what their stats are, all that fun stuff. Wake Tech will work on adding to the conference resume with a win tonight. The Eagles are coming off a convincing 97-84 victory against Denmark Tech. Sophomore guard Saquon Harris propelled Wake Tech to the win, scoring a career-high 35 points on 11 of 19 from the floor, 3 triples, and a perfect 10 for 10 from the charity stripe. The Eagles are hunting their 12th win of the season. They are 11-8 overall, and their 4th conference victory as they sit at 3-2 overall. The Eagles are in 4th in the conference standings with the same record as Cape Fear and Caldwell Tech, who are above them in the standings. USC Salkehatchie is at the top of the NJCAA D1 standings with a 3-1 record. Salk faces Denmark Tech on the road on Saturday. Wake Tech picked up their 11th win last Friday, dispatching Denmark Tech 97-84 at home. Saquon Harris led the charge with 35 points, and Tequan Hawley had a strong game for the Eagles, scoring 15 points and hauling in 9 boards, a rebound shy of a double-double. Jaden Shepard continued his stellar play, putting up 16 points in the win. Wake Tech's success in their last win against Cape Fear stemmed from shot selection and success at the free throw line. In their win over Cape Fear this season, they shot 55% from the field and went 16 of 18 as a team from the charity stripe. If they can replicate this effort tonight, they will be in a great position to grab another win. Let's go into our overall stat leaders. For Wake Tech, it's Harris who leads Wake Tech's offense, averaging 16.4 points per game and 24 points per game in conference play. Andrew Navarro averages 14.8 points per game, and earlier this season he had a stretch where he scored in double figures for 11 straight games. In that time, he also scored a career-high 36 points against Richard Bland College. Tequan Hawley and Jaden Shepard have really emerged as key players for the Eagles as the season rolls on. And they round out the double-digit scoring, contributing 13.8 and 13.6 points per game, respectively, in conference play. Charles Mathako leads the team with 61 assists. Jaden Shepard has a team-high 138 rebounds. Saquon Harris has 25 blocks. And Navarro leads the team from beyond the arc with 40 made threes. Again, Wake Tech looking to improve their overall in conference record here tonight against Cape Fear Community College. Let's get to know Cape Fear. The Cape Fear Community College Sea Devils entered today's game on a 2-game winning streak with a 9-5 overall record and 3-2 in conference play. The Sea Devils currently are 3rd in the conference. Cape Fear won a high-scoring affair, 102-87 against Denmark Tech, and followed that up with an 87-78 home win over Gaston College. The Sea Devils opened up a sizable 15-point lead at the half against Gaston College. This timely baskets and stops in the second frame helped them secure the win. Jaden Cooper scored 19 points in that win. MJ Rice put up 18 off the bench, and JJ Moore filled the stat sheet with 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. JJ Moore and MJ Rice are both averaging 16 points per game for Cape Fear. Jaden Cooper and Malachi Simpson round out the double-digit contributions with 12.5 and 12.2 points per game, respectively. Jacob Daniels leads the Sea Devils from deep with 31 made threes. Simpson leads the team in the glass with 87 boards. And he's one of 3 players in the line on the roster with 80-plus total rebounds. J.J. Moore is the guy for Cape Fear. If he has a good game, Cape Fear is going to have a good game. He's their do-it-all player, has 83 assists, and 3 players who are active defensively are Moore, Cooper, and White. They each have 20-plus takeaways. So we'll wrap it up quickly with keys to the game. For Wake Tech, it's shot selection. If they can have success like they did the last game, where they're taking good shots in the paint, finding space, they'll do well. Second one is free throws. Wake Tech's been good at the free throw line, but that's going to be a factor on both sides. And then finally, limit turnovers. They don't want to give the ball away. You want to keep your possessions. And it's really just going to be which high-level players show up in this one. Andrew Navarro has been quiet for Wake Tech in the last 2 games. It'd be great for him to have a good game. And for the other side, can Wake Tech stop J.J. Moore? Overall, Wake Tech is 3-11 all-time against Cape Fear. And again, the last one, they beat Cape Fear 77-72. And they've won the past 3 games. So that's enough for me. And pregame, we will have the starting lineups in a minute from PA announcer Aaron Preston. And we'll be right back with starting lineups, the anthem, and the start of this one between Wake Tech and Cape Fear Community College. Stay tuned for NJCAA men's basketball action next.
Region 10 men's basketball game featuring the Sea Devils from Cape Fear Community College. And your Wake Tech Eagles! Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, let's feature starting lineups. First for the visiting Sea Devils from Cape Fear. At guard, number 0, J.J. Moore. At guard, number 2, Javon Williams. At guard, number 4, Jimmy Cooper. At guard, number 10, Jacob Daniels. At guard, number 23, Jonathan White. The head coach of the Sea Devils is Mark Lane. And now the swingman and sophomore from Beaufort, North Carolina, number 3, Charles Mathaka. And guard and sophomore from Track, North Carolina, number 4, T1 Holly. And guard and sophomore from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 12, Andrew Denfaro. And forward a freshman from Lumberton, North Carolina, number 13, Jaden Shepard. And forward a freshman from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 35, DJ Charles. The assistant coaches for Wake Tech are Pavel Wright.
Welcome back here. So we're just about set for tonight's NJCAA Region 10 matchup between Wake Tech and Cape Fear Community College. It promises to be a good one. Your starters: Cape Fear, 0, JJ Moore, 2, Javon Williams, 4, Jaden Cooper, 10, Jacob Daniels, and 23, Jonathan White. For Wake Tech, it's number 3, Charles Mathaka, number 4, Tequan Holly, number 12, Andrew Navarro, number 13, Jaden Shepard, and number 35, DJ Charles. Aaron will play jump around, and we will get this one underway here in the South Campus Gymnasium. It'll be Holly jumping for Wake Tech against Cooper. Holly and Cooper on the jump to start this one. Jump goes to Shepard. Got a lot of Jadens in this game. Mathaka has it on the elbow. Charles Mathaka swings it over to Holly. Holly touch pass into Shepard. Now Holly spinning through the lane, elevates, can't hit that one. The putback, count it. 2-0. Quick 2 points. Great play there by Holly. Now out of the gates, it's Moore. Moore to White. White, Moore. 1-2 passing up top. Moore penetrates, kicks it out to Williams. Javon Williams elevates to the straightaway jumper, missed it. Moore driving, Moore all the way, kicked it last minute. Down low, Sea Devils can't get it to go. That was Williams. It is Tequan Holly to corral the board. Holly hands it off to Charles. Charles in the lane. Yes, through contact. Oh, a nice steal there from Mathaka. He's all alone and lays it in. Wake Tech has all the momentum in the first 3 possessions of this one. Eagles are feeling it at home in the opening minute. A 3 to quiet the crowd. That one rolls out. That was Jacob Daniels on the baseline. That one rolled out. It's knocked out of bounds by Wake Tech. So it will be Sea Devils basketball. They get it in. Now Moore down at the baseline. Moore kicks it back out to Jonathan White. White swings it. Daniels. Baseline Williams. Williams to White. White inside is Cooper trying to heave up a 2, but he will be fouled. Correction, it went above the basket. It'll be out of bounds, Wake Tech ball. That was Jaden Cooper. Jaden Cooper is a freshman guard from Spring Lake, North Carolina for the Sea Devils. Wake Tech up 6-0. Early stages trying to extend the lead. Mathaka to Navarro. Navarro needs to get going. He's had a quiet couple of games. Navarro driving. Stymied. Gets it up top to Holly with 10 to shoot. Holly down low, Charles. Charles elevates for the 2. That one's short. Rebound falls to Williams. JJ Moore takes it the other way. Fast break. Floats it up. Can't get it to fall. It's Charles who clears the board. Holly now has it at the top of the key for Wake Tech. Wake Tech in their gray and blue trim. Cape Fear Community College in what can be described as a dark, either black jerseys or dark blue. Hard to tell. Shepard back to Navarro with 7 to shoot. Navarro dribbles into trouble and loses it. Moore picks it up. JJ Moore over to Javon Williams. Williams gets the Sea Devils on the board. Nice shovel pass there from Moore to Williams for 2. Mathaka to Shepard. Jaden Shepard low on the block, puts it up, and he traveled. Too many steps from Shepard.
Sea Devils basketball.
There's a turnover for Wake Tech. Their first, I would say, not great possession of the half. They started out on fire. Moore for a straightaway 3, missed it. Rebound going to Shepard. Shepard fighting through contact, and he was hacked by 2 Sea Devils. The foul will go on Jacob Daniels for the push.
Jacob Daniels.
Team's first foul of the contest. So Wake Tech will inbound it here near us to the left. Eagles get into Mathaka. Mathaka lobs on to Holly. Holly backing down his defender. Holly spinning off the window. Window shopping for Tequan Holly as he makes it 8-2. JJ Moore. Jonathan White, elbow 3, short. Navarro skitters to get the rebound. Now fast break for Wake Tech. The pass from Mathaka off the mark. It will be Eagles basketball, last touched by Jaden Cooper. 25 to shoot. They get it into Shepard, and Shepard can't handle the alley-oop. Second chance opportunity, and he capitalizes. 8-point lead for Wake Tech, 10-2, with 15:49 to go in this first half. Jonathan White over to Moore. Moore inside to Cooper. Cooper elevates, not enough sauce on that one. The rebound is wrestled for, and Shepard comes up with it. Mathaka uses a screen. Mathaka picks up his dribble. I'll swing it. Holly, Mathaka for the 3. String music for Charles Mathaka. On the other end, it's Daniels. Jacob Daniels floats a cross-court pass in. Now all the way, and the nice layup doesn't go. It just rolls off the right side. That was White, who had great space in the lane, did everything but make the layup. Wake Tech up by 11, 13-2. Holly has it with 12 to shoot. Tequan Holly at the top of the key. Holly, Navarro for 3. This could go a long way, and it goes in. Andrew Navarro to kickstart his evening with a 3 is what you want to see of your head coach, Adam Wainwright. White penetrating inside, gets it to Cooper. Cooper, second chance opportunity, misses the layup, but will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. And that will bring us to our first timeout. Eagles fouls on Mathaka. His first, team's first, and that will bring us to our first immediate timeout. It's all Wake Tech here at the Southern Campus Gymnasium. 6 straight points to start. Since then, their defense has been stifling, and the Sea Devils have had some misfortune down low with the layups, but it is 16-2 in favor of Wake Tech here with 14:23. We'll be right back after the media timeout with more men's basketball action after this. Stay tuned.
Throughout the Greater Triangle area.
Welcome back here where the score is 16-2. Wake Tech leads Cape Fear. Jaden Cooper at the line to shoot 2. He's a freshman guard, Spring Lake. He went to Word of God High School, and he makes the first free throw. Cooper shoots 74.1% from the line this season with 45 made, make it 46 made because he misses the tail end of that trip. So it's 16-3. In the game for Wake Tech is number 21, Chris Harris. He has the ball. Saquon Harris also in the game. Both Harrises on the floor for Wake Tech. Saquon Harris takes the dribble, head down, puts it up. That one too strong, off the back iron. Rebound goes to the Sea Devils. Now Moore in transition. Moore to White. Harris almost took it away. Down low, swing pass, Moore. Moore into Cooper. Cooper's pass batted away and stolen by Jaden Shepard. Saquon Harris will move the ball up the floor for the Eagles. Bounce pass there from Navarro to Manhurst. Trey Manhurst in the game. Manhurst. Shepard had it kicked by Williams. And we're going to get a foul. It'll be a reach from Navarro on Moore. In the game for the first time for the Sea Devils is number 32, MJ Rice. MJ Rice is averaging 15.1 points per game. Jacob Daniels still in the game as well. He has the ball at the elbow. Daniels, Cooper, Moore. Moore swings it. Javon Williams thought about it, passes it off, and it's going to be a foul there against Harris. Harris thought he got all ball, but contact down low, and that will send Cooper back to the charity stripe for 2.
That is his first personal.
16-3. Wake Tech leads by 13 with 13 left in the first half. Cooper misses the first. Cooper makes 1 of 2 again from the line. The lead is 12 now for Wake Tech, 16-4. It'll be Chris Harris orchestrating the offense for Wake Tech. He swings it to Navarro. Navarro, long triple. That one's off the left iron. Rebound falls to MJ Rice. Rice to Moore. Down low, it's none other than Jaden Cooper, who will go to the line once more. Third trip in 4 possessions for Cooper. He goes to the line. 4 fouls now for the Eagles in the half. And Cooper will shoot 2. Cooper makes the first. Cooper makes them both. Fouls proving costly for the Eagles here early on. Checking in the game for the first time for Wake Tech is number 14, BJ Solomon. Solomon, a key bench player for the Eagles, provides a spark and a lot of skill from downtown. It's Harris who nails it. Saquon Harris, he has the ball downtown. Watch out. JJ Moore for the answer. That one rims in and out. Chris Harris pushes the pace. That one's tipped and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Harris. 19-6. It's a 13-point lead for Wake Tech. After further review, Cape Fear is definitely in black for their uniforms. Javon Williams to Daniels for 3. Daniels hit it from the corner. 19-9. The lead dwindles to 10 for Wake Tech. I don't know if you could say dwindles and the lead is 10 in the same sentence, but there you go. I just did. Harris to Harris. That's Saquon to Chris. Saquon Harris has it at the baseline. He will dribble it out. 10 to shoot. Saquon trying to get past Daniel. 6 to shoot. Saquon's pass off the mark. Out of bounds. Turnover.
Timeout on the floor.
And we're going to go with a timeout on the floor. Immediate timeout is 19-9 in favor of Wake Tech. At the stage, the second immediate timeout. Fouls have become a factor in this one. Wake Tech with 4 fouls. Other than that, the Eagles are still rolling. 19-9, Wake Tech leads. Stay tuned for more basketball after this.
Grab a salty snack.
Welcome back here where the score is 19-9 Wake Tech. It's Cape Fear basketball as J.J. Moore saunters up the floor for the Sea Devils. Moore swings it to Williams. Javon Williams quiet so far in this one. Cooper, Moore, J.J. Moore looking for space. A little zone from the Eagles. Daniel steps into a long jumper. That one clanks off the iron. Skying for the rebound as Manhurst. He corrals it. Chris Harris takes it the other way. And he'll call out the play. To quarterback the Eagles offense. Navarro bounces a pass inside for Solomon. Solomon's going to foul Rice as they both tussle for possession.
Eagles foul is on number 14, BJ Solomon. That is his first personal, to the 5th.
Solomon picks up his first, team's 5th. It's Sea Devils basketball. 19-9 here. Jonathan White swings it over to Moore. Moore, Daniels. White, Moore, and Daniels up top. Daniels steps into another 3. That one clanks off the window. It'll be Manhurst to corral the rebound. He lost possession of it. They're going to call a double dribble on Manhurst. That's a turnover. Shamel Baker, number 1 in the game for Wake Tech. Tequan Holly will check back in as well. Tough sequence for Manhurst there. He had every right to do everything correctly, just lost possession. Jonathan White dribbling in. White to Daniels. Daniels inside to Rice. Rice kicks it out to Moore. Moore lost it out of bounds. Eagles basketball. Harris will inbound it from his own bench area, I'll add. Mathaka to Baker. Baker all the way to the hoop alone, and that's a nice layup from Shamel Baker.
Shamel Baker.
Cooper to Daniels on the other end for the Sea Devils. That one's batted away. It's Holly. Tequan Holly all the way. Went for the slam, and it was stripped away by Daniels. Good recovery defense there from Jacob Daniels. Wake Tech maintains possession. 21-9. Eagles lead. High floating pass to Harris. Harris will float it back to Mathaka. Now it's Baker. Inside pass to Holly. Mathaka for 3. Missed that one strong. Rebound is Rice. Rice to White. Jonathan White all alone for the jumper. A lot of mustard on that one, and it didn't go. Saquon Harris with some strength on the rebound. He'll take it coast to coast. Last touched by the Sea Devils. Mathaka will inbound it with 27 to shoot. 9:54 to go in this first half. Solomon on the baseline, being guarded by Grayson McCadden, who's in the game for the first time for the Sea Devils. Ball on the floor. Solomon adjusting mid-air to try to finish the layup. Can't. Holly kicks it to Harris. Harris gets fouled, elevating for 2. They're saying it's on the floor. MJ Rice picks up his first personal team second foul. No, it wasn't there. Harris at the line to shoot 2. Harris shooting 77.3% in the season. Again, he had a fantastic game from the line last game against Denmark Tech. And he continues that streak there. Checking into the game for the first time for Cape Fear, it's number 33, Eli Hawk. He's a sophomore forward from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Harris with the second free attempt. That one rolls out. Cooper to Moore. Moore over to Cooper. They swing it. Jonathan White kicks it back out to Moore. Extra pass. In. Now back to Cooper. Cooper steps into a long jumper and bottoms it. 22-11. The lead is 11 for the Eagles. We're under 10 here. 9 minutes, 9 seconds and counting. Pass momentarily deflected. Now it's Baker. Saquon Harris at the baseline. Wants a 3, I can tell. He takes the 3 and hits the 3. Saquon Harris. Oh, 2. My mistake. 2. He has a foot in the line. 2 points for Harris. Great shot nonetheless. Jonathan White spinning, trying to get past Mathaka. Over to Cooper Moore. Moore lost the handle. Lost his balance too and got fouled. Foul's going to go on Baker. Baker picks up his first, the team's 6th of the half. 24-11 here. Wake Tech leads Cape Fear in this NJCAA Region 10 matchup. Key matchup here for the rankings. Cape Fear 3rd in the conference, Wake Tech 4th. So a win would be big for the Eagles. And they're going to get Baker on the inbounds on the foul on the reach. He did reach. Back-to-back fouls for Baker. And that will send Grayson McCadden to the line for the 1-and-1. McCadden makes the first. McCadden, a great free throw shooter. Hasn't attempted a lot of them, but when he has gone in, he's 10 of 11 this season. Coming into this game, make it 11 of 12 with another one on the way. And we got him with the announcer's jinx there. Not intentionally, of course, as that one rolls off the right side of the rim. Eagles corral on the board. Ethan Reed in the game for the first time for Wake Tech. He's a three-point specialist for the Eagles. He has 15 made threes on the season. He has it on the elbow. 24-12. Lead is 12 for the Eagles. Now Reed baseline with 5 to shoot. Saquon Harris 4 to shoot. Mathaka has to pull the trigger with 1 to shoot, and he hits the deep jumper. They gave him 3 there. 1, 2, 3 for Mathaka, and it's 27-12. On the other end, the 3 to answer. Too strong from McCadden. Rebound falls for Eli Hawk. As he gets Cape Fear to 14. 27-14. Wake Tech leads. Solomon driving the baseline. His pass to Reed. Reed to Mathaka, kicks it. Harris for the elbow triple. It's raining threes here in the Wake Tech Gymnasium as that one falls for Harris. 30-14, lead is 16, and it's going to be a walk against J.J. Moore. Forced by Reed. Great defense from Ethan Reed. It's all Eagles here, so it'll be immediate timeout. 30-14. 2 straight threes and a great jumper from the Eagles, courtesy of Harris and Mathaka, and that's how we have our score line so far. 30-14, Wake Tech leads. We'll be right back with more men's basketball action after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to Raleigh, North Carolina, where Wake Tech leads Cape Fear 30-14. Big shout out to our camera operator, Riley. She's doing a great job up there bringing you the picture form of this game. I'm providing some audio context. Holly at the top of the key, dishes it to Harris. Harris, long three. That one missed, but a great timely rebound from Reed. And he puts it back up and in. J.J. Moore, high pass to Jonathan White. Moore steps into the elbow triple and nails it. Mathaka gets it across half court, being guarded tightly by J.J. Moore. Harris driving, Saquon Harris slicing into the lane, had it knocked away the last second and had it hit off of his knee, out of bounds, and that's a turnover.
In for the Sea Devils, number 4, Jaden Cooper.
Jaden Cooper back in for the Sea Devils. Moore to Cooper. Cooper has it up top, swings it to Williams. Javon Williams a little quiet in this one, gets it to White. White down low. McCadden for 2, give it to him.
Grayson McKevin.
Mathaka the other way for Wake Tech. Shepard to Harris. Saquon Harris leaves it for Mathaka. Mathaka, Reed. Reed three. Yes! Nylon for Ethan Reed. Ethan Reed with some energy on both ends after the three. The layup from McCadden doesn't go. Wake Tech corrals the board. Harris has it up top. Harris with space down the lane. Harris all the way. Just couldn't finish it. It's Hawk who brought down the board. Now Moore goes in and is fouled by Harris. Moore with a lot of speed down the lane, and Harris wasn't ready for the layup, and that's going to be a foul. 1 and 1 for Moore. J.J. Moore.
For the Sea Devils, shooting 1 and 1.
Moore has made 59 free throws this season, shooting at 83%. Moore makes the first. That's his 60th free throw of the season. 60th made free throw. 5:08 here left to go in the first half. Wake Tech 15-point advantage, 35-20. As Moore gets another free throw. He hits them both. Jonathan White back in the game for Cape Fear. Now the Sea Devils will pressure the ball here in the half court. Ethan Reed got it, but we're going to have a timeout to try to solve the clock here. As we get a timeout called by head coach Adam Wainwright. So we'll keep it here with a timeout. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. Congratulations in order for head coach Adam Wainwright. He collected his 100th career NJCAA Region 10 win. He has 100 career conference wins. So big congrats to head coach Adam Wainwright. And again, the staff as well. Cavell Wright, Nick Johnson, Rod Williams, and Kaishan Tate, and Brandon Solomon all do a great job as assistant coaches for the Eagles. So big congrats to Wainwright on conference win number 100. Maybe Wake Tech needs to wear the gray more often. They're up by 14, 35-21. And it's really just the energy level. You can tell in the first three possessions. Yeah, it helps that they scored and got stops and had a really good start scoring-wise, but just the energy level is on a different plane this evening for the Eagles. Mathaka darting in the lane, floater. That one rolls off the rim. Last touched by the Eagles. It will be Cooper to inbound it for Cape Fear. Cape Fear down 14. It's a reversal so far the last time these two teams met. Wake Tech trailed by 15 at the half the last time these two teams met, but orchestrated a comeback victory, and it's gonna be McCadden who goes to the line after his shot is disrupted by contact. Reed picks up his first, team's ninth.
Number 12, Grayson McCadden to the line, shooting 2.
McCadden to shoot 2 at the line. McCadden misses the first. That one went in and out. McCadden now 1 of 3 here tonight from the free throw line, make it 2 of 4 as he drains that one. Mathaka double team, passes out of it to Holly. Wise decision there from Solomon to wait till Hawk was elevated, and he puts it home for 2. (37-22), Wake Tech leads. Jonathan White gets into McCadden. McCadden to Cooper. Cooper swings it. Javon Williams gets a defender in the air. Now he'll kick it out. The 3 is good for White. Holly Mathaka. Mathaka up top. Mathaka slicing through the lane, kicks it over to Solomon. Solomon, Holly elevates her 2. That one's too strong. Off the glass. On the other end, White, also too strong. Rebound falls to Ethan Reed. Shepard will slow it down. Mathaka gets a screen, kicks it out. Ethan Reed thought about a 3, will float a pass to Holly. Now Mathaka has it with 8 to shoot. Reed with 6 to shoot. Holly 4 to shoot. Holly 3, lost it. Javon Williams with the steal. Javon Williams all the way. His floating layup attempt was no good, and he'll pick up a foul trying to chase the rebound after the missed shot. It's going to be a foul on Williams. Cape Fear Sports, and that will be the media timeout. So we will take our media timeout with them and be right back. Score, Wake Tech 37, Cape Fear 25 with 3:04 left to go in the first half. Stay tuned for the final 3:04 of the first. After this media timeout, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back here after the media timeout. Our score 37-25 in favor of the Eagles, and it's their ball. Mathaka. Navarro. Navarro had the early three. It'd be great to see him get back involved. Mathaka with 10 to shoot. Gets it down low to Shepard. Shepard up off the glass. Second chance opportunity. Can't get it. Third chance opportunity. A lot of contact. Shepard falls. Ball goes to Cooper. Cooper pushed off, and it's going to be an offensive foul on number 4, Jaden Cooper. So Wake Tech basketball, 37-25.
That is his first personal team foul.
Mathaka will methodically bring it up the floor. And get it to Solomon. Solomon, cross-court pass to Navarro. Solomon has it at the elbow, hands it off to Mathaka. Now it's Navarro with 10 to shoot. Navarro 9. Navarro stepping into the lane. Gets it back to Mathaka, who floats one in. White Moore. Moore dancing past Navarro. His pass batted away by Shepard. It's out of bounds. It will remain with the Sea Devils. Head coach Mark Lane calling out some instructions from the bench for Cape Fear. They trail by 14 with the ball. Javon Williams. Moore. Moore down low. J.J. Moore all the way. Short two. Count it. Mathaka has it up top for Wake Tech. His pass taken away. It's Cooper for 2. Don't blink, it's a 10-point lead now. 2 baskets on 2 possessions for Cape Fear. Jaden Shepard has it up top. Shepard to Solomon. Solomon looking for space. Can't get past Rice. 3 for Navarro. Too strong. Rebound corralled by Cooper. He gets it to Williams. Williams denied the entry. He gets it back to Moore. Moore, Williams for the 3 from the baseline. Nylon. Now the lead is 7. It went from 15 to 7 in a blink of an eye. Wake Tech still in a good spot. Just needs to finish the half strong with 30 seconds to go. A basket would do wonders. Navarro, 10 to shoot. Mathaka, Solomon for the 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Navarro for the three. Buries it. Andrew Navarro with 14 seconds to go in the first half. Answers with a trifecta of his own. Moore fouled by Mathaka. He reached in.
Eagles foul is on number 3, Charles Mathaka. That is his second personal, team 10th.
Mathaka picks up his second personal. That's the team's 10th. JJ Moore will go to the line for two. 2 shots from Moore. Missed the first. Moore missed the first. Here's the second. Makes the second. And we're going to get a timeout from head coach Mark Lane. Head coach Mark Lane started with the Sea Devils in 2019. And the Sea Devils are assisted by Mason Mullins and Brian Moore. So we'll stay here for 30-second timeout. It's 42 to 33. Wake Tech leads. (42 to 33). Wake Tech leads Cape Fear. It's the start of the game. They really got out to a quick start. From there on, they kind of kept the pace, and these last 2 minutes, Cape Fear has pushed back with a couple of baskets, consecutive baskets, and some stops. 9 seconds to go, 7-6. Mathaka all the way. Mathaka up off the glass, and he is fouled with 3.6 to go in the first half. Mathaka fouled by MJ Rice.
That is his second personal, team 5th. Number 3, Charles Mathaka to the line.
Rice picks up his second personal, team's 5th of the half. Mathaka at the line. Mathaka misses the first. Charles Mathaka shooting 68% on the season from the free throw line. And he leads the team with 61 assists. He's a really good facilitator for the Eagles. Mathaka misses them both. Rebound falls to McCadden. Solomon at the buzzer. No. And that will do it for the first half.
Your score at the half, your Wake Tech Eagles 42 and the Cape Fear Sea Devils 33.
At the end of one, Wake Tech 42, Cape Fear 33. Wake Tech holds a 9-point advantage over the Sea Devils, in large part thanks to that opening 10 minutes. It was offense after offense after offense for the Eagles. And then Cape Fear started hitting some shots on the outside and had a flurry of their own offensive success in the last 5 minutes to cut the lead to 9. But again, 9-point lead for Wake Tech, 42 to 33 at the half. We'll take a 14-minute and 52-second break and be back with leading scores at the half from the start of the second. After this, go get your favorite snack, favorite beverage, and enjoy halftime. We'll be back with the second half. Wake Tech leads 42 to 33 over Cape Fear. Stay tuned. Welcome back here. We are set to start the second half. Wake Tech leads Cape Fear 42-33. And it will be Cape Fear basketball to start this one. Jaden Cooper to inbound it. Right in front of us. Gets it to Moore. Moore to Williams. Williams skip pass inside. The layup from Rice doesn't go. Put back, no. Third opportunity blocked from behind. And we're going to need a foul.
Eagles foul is on number 14, Holly.
Holly picks up a foul. Team's first of the half, so it will be Javon Williams to go to the line to shoot two. Wake Tech up by 9, 42-33. Williams makes the first. Williams makes them both. Good start there with points on the possession for the Sea Devils. We'll see how Wake Tech responds to open the second frame. Again, I'm Jonathan Hudson. Glad to bring you tonight's broadcast. Mathaka passed up a three. Passed it to Navarro. Navarro for the three. Nylon! And on the other end, it's a turnover as Daniels couldn't handle a pass from Moore. Navarro now has 3 made threes, and that's all its points. He had 6 points in that first half off of 2 threes, and he just added one there. Almost a heat check there. He almost took another deep one. Why not at this point, though? You're 3 for 3. Navarro. Strong pass to Harris. Harris going in. Head stripped away. And the pass off the head of Daniels and out of bounds. Miscommunication between Williams and Daniels there results in a turnover. Navarro has it at the elbow. Being guarded by Moore. Over to Mathaka. Mathaka into Holly. Holly spinning and finds the bottom of the basket for 2. Moore sidesteps one defender, gets it to Daniels, who lets the three fly and connects. 47-38, Wake Tech leads. The lead is still 9. Mathaka driving all the way to the hoop. Too strong, second attempt by Shepard, and he's fouled.
Sea Devils foul is on number 4, Jaden Cooper. That is his second personal, team first in the second half. Number 13, Jaden Shepard to the line for your Eagles, shooting 2.
Jaden Shepard at the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. Jaden Shepard has scored in double digits in 3 of his last 4 games with a 20-point game versus Caldwell Tech. And he makes the second. The lead is 10 for the Eagles. J.J. Moore has it up top for Cape Fear. Moore, long 3. Rattles out. Rebound corralled by Holly, and Harris will push the pace. Navarro, corner 3. No dice. Rebounded by Jaden Cooper. Cooper to Daniels. Now it's MJ Rice with a nice pass into Cooper, but he couldn't finish the layup. Harris corrals the board. Mathaka at the elbow. Mathaka will look for space. Navarro cuts to the baseline. Mathaka spins into traffic. Had it stripped away. On the other end, Daniels lays it in. The lead is 8. Mathaka to Navarro. Navarro back to Mathaka. A little give and go between the two. Harris lost the ball. It will stay with Wake Tech. Lakeland Harris will inbound it from the side baseline with 9 to shoot. Shepard has it, 7 to shoot. Shepard, 5, 6 to shoot, 5, 4 to shoot. Shepard picked up his dribble, 2 to shoot. Harris doesn't realize it. Too late. Shot clock violation against Wake Tech. Turnover. A little bit of miscommunication there. You're on the bench side and you get the shot clock violation. The bench needs to be screaming at Harris to get it up. J.J. Moore swings it. Daniels, baseline 3, short. Rebound is Cooper. Great follow from Jaden Cooper for 2. (48-42). Wake Tech leads by 6. Cape Fear looking to mount a comeback. Wake Tech trying to stymie that opportunity. It's Navarro who dribbles in, but they get the offensive foul against Navarro for the push-off.
Offensive foul is on number 13, Jaden Shepard.
Rather, it's not Navarro, it's on Shepard for the screen. So Shepard picks up a foul. Team second of the second half. 16:05, 48-42. J.J. Moore being guarded by Mathaka. Daniels, baseline. Williams, Javon Williams has it up top. 13 to shoot, they get into Cooper. Cooper up and off the window, that's good. Head coach Mark Lane, animated in a positive way for his team, barking for some good defense. Mathaka up top. Dishes it off to Holly. Holly backing down his defender. Tegon Holly spins for 2. That one goes in. Holly halts the run from Cape Fear. 50-44. Navarro sliding his feet to stay in front of J.J. Moore. The pass from Williams was to the bench and out of bounds, and that will bring us to a timeout on the floor. Immediate timeout. We'll take the immediate timeout with them. It is 50-44. Cape Fear closing the gap here with 15:03 to go in the second half. Stay tuned for more NJCAA Region Basketball after this. We'll be right back with more action. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the South Gymnasium on the campus of Wake Tech, where the Eagles lead by 6, 50-44. Our leading scorers at the half for Wake Tech, it was Charles Mathaka with 10 points, and he had 2 from beyond the arc. For Saquon Harris had 9 points, with 1 from deep, and Andrew Navarro had 6 points, both threes. He now has 3 threes on the game, so 9 points currently for Andrew Navarro. Wake Tech ball out of the timeout. They get it to Navarro. Navarro to Mathaka. Swings it right side to Holly. Navarro, spot up three, buries it. On the other end, it's Cooper. Cooper over to Jonathan White at the elbow. White with quick feet getting past one defender. Drops off a late pass intended for MJ Rice, but he couldn't handle it, and it squibbles out of bounds. Wake Tech basketball, 53-44. Big three there on that possession from Navarro, who has 12, all from beyond the arc. Points matching his jersey number, and he's still involved. The jumper, fadeaway, no. Second chance opportunity. It's Holly to the rescue for two. Mathaka looking to jump and take it away, but too much contact there on the reach end. And he draws a foul. Third foul against Charles Mathaka with 14:11 to go in the second half. Not an ideal situation there for him, and that will bring in Chris Harris. 55-44, Wake Tech leads Sea Devils ball here. Jonathan White thought about a three, will give it to Moore. J.J. Moore being guarded by Harris. Now it's White with 14 to shoot. Hooks a pass to Williams. Williams back to White now. Cooper inside. Dishes it out. Last touch by Shepard. 4 to shoot for the Sea Devils. Solomon in the game for Wake Tech. Three to shoot, it's Moore. Two, Moore. One, Moore passed it. I don't know, Moore didn't realize where the shot clock was, but that's going to be a shot clock violation against the Sea Devils. That was a tough one there for Moore. That we've had two shot clock violations, one at each end where no one, the benches or the players, aren't communicating, and it leads to the turnover. That's one you got to clean up in practice. 55-44, it's Chris Harris with the ball for your Eagles. Harris picked up a dribble too soon. It's being guarded tightly by MJ Rice. Shepard now, Solomon sneaks in the lane and scores. White over to Rice. Rice dancing on the baseline, kicks it out to White. Now it's Moore up top. Williams, Moore. White, Jonathan White, thought about a three, has to give it up. Moore with 6 to shoot. White fires the three, misses off the front iron. Rebounded, and a nice pass into MJ Rice. That was Cooper to Rice for two. Jaden Shepard to Harris. Harris elevating. Can't get it to go off the glass. Second chance succeeds for Harris. 59-46, 13-point lead here for the Eagles. White in trouble on the baseline. Cross-court pass, now the three from Rice doesn't fall. It is Chris Harris who tracks down the rebound, and it's Saquon Harris who takes too many steps.
Sea Devils basketball.
So Jonathan White will inbound it for the Sea Devils. J.J. Moore with 8 points in that first half. Swings it over to White. White to Williams. Williams in. Can't get it to go off the window. Second chance, and he's fouled. Always follow your shot. As Javon Williams demonstrates there, he'll go to the line for two.
Second personal, team fourth. Number 2, Javon Williams to the line for the Sea Devils shooting two.
Javon Williams, 73.1% from the free throw line this season coming into this game. Misses the first. 12:02 to go here, 59-46. Wake Tech responded after a lackluster end of the first half and a little bit of a slow start to the second half, but they found their groove and extended the lead as the free throw falls. For the Sea Devils. Makes it 59-47. Now they will press. They just pressured the inbounds pass, not half court, so it will be Harris who gets the play from head coach Adam Wainwright. Chris Harris trying to get past Moore. Harris has space now. Harris darting in the lane. All the way, left hand, couldn't get it to go. Rebound falls to Williams. Now Williams on the other end. Gets it back up top to Moore. J.J. Moore. Pass to Williams. Butter as it went through his hands. And we'll go to immediate timeout. We'll take the immediate timeout with them. It's been Wake Tech with some timely shooting, and that's what's helped them get the lead. They're up by 12, 59-47 to 11-27 left to go in the second half. Stay tuned for more basketball action. After this, we'll be right back after the media timeout. Welcome back here where our score is 59. Wake Tech 47, Cape Fear. The first half showed where it could have gotten lopsided in this one, but it certainly did not, as Cape Fear kept fighting in the first half to cut the deficit. And they continued to do so here in the second half, but they're going to have to stop Andrew Navarro, who's having a heck of a game from beyond the arc. 4 of 4 on 12 points. That ball bobbled. Everyone fighting for it. J.J. Moore comes up with it and lays it in. Good defense there from the Sea Devils. Ten-point game, 59-49 after the turnover and score from Cape Fear. Navarro has the ball. Navarro handoff to Solomon. Solomon will get it to Harris. Navarro again with 14 to shoot. Now it's Chris Harris. Navarro long three. Off the mark on the left side. And it's last touched by Solomon. So it will be Cape Fear basketball. J.J. Moore with a double screen. They get it down low, kicks it back to J.J. Moore. Now it's Williams. Williams to Cooper. Cooper in the lane, elevates for two. That one rolls off the rim. Saquon Harris flying in for the rebound. Navarro now looking for space, elevates for the jumper. Rebound goes to Rice. The other way is a three from White off the side of the basket. And now it's a foot race between Holly and the putback and the slam. It's Solomon. High flyer, BJ Solomon for two. J.J. Moore being guarded by Chris Harris. Cooper, hard pass, the block from Harris. Second block, 2 blocks in a row. Navarro comes up with the basketball. And Wake Tech will slow it down, up 61-49. The slam dunk from B.J. Solomon, bringing the crowd back to life in this one. Chris Harris has it at the baseline. Chris Harris and Saquon Harris is fouled by MJ Rice.
MJ Rice. That's his third personal, team second of the second half.
Rice picks up his third, team second of the half. It will be Wake Tech ball. Tequan Holly to inbound it with 20 to shoot. Solomon driving. Solomon in the space. Hooks it up. Can't get it to fall, but will be rewarded with 2 at the free throw line. Cooper picks up his third, team's third of the half. Solomon at the line to shoot 2. First one short. B.J. Solomon, 66.7% from the free throw line this season. Misses them both. Rebound falls to McCadden. McCadden gets it to Moore pushes the pace. Moore, McCadden, Williams missed it off the front rim. It's Holly with the rebound. Shepard. Now Chris Harris. Over to Reed. Reed to Solomon. Solomon back to Reed. Reed for the 3. That one rolls off the rim. Rebound, though, is Holly, and he puts it back up and in. Bullet of a pass into McCadden. The layup, though, wasn't successful. Solomon to Shepard. Shepard hands it back off to Solomon. Now it's Harris who will orchestrate the offense for Wake Tech. Chris Harris, hand off to Ethan Reed. Bounce pass. Shepard. Chris Harris, 7 to shoot. Harris, 6 to shoot. 5 to shoot. Chris Harris with a jumper. No, that one rolls off the rim. It's Moore with the rebound. Moore, baseball pass. Maybe football pass. That went about 5 yards too far for Eli Hawk. And that will bring us to a media timeout. So we will take the media timeout with them. 63-49, Wake Tech leads. Andrew Navarro is a big part of that lead for Wake Tech in the second half. 63-49. We will be right back with more action after this. 7:38 to go. 63-49, Wake Tech leads. Stay tuned. Welcome back here where Wake Tech holds a 63-49 advantage over Cape Fear Community College. Trying to get their fourth win and in as many meetings against Cape Fear. It's the second meeting of the season for Wake Tech, and it would be a big win in conference standings as Cape Fear is ranked third in the conference and Wake Tech is fourth. Chris Harris being pestered by J.J. Moore, pestered a little bit too much, and he draws the foul for the reach-in. J.J. Moore picks up the team's fourth, his first personal. Solomon inbound it. Solomon with the highlight of the game so far with the flying in putback dunk. That was cool. 63-49, and it gave Wake Tech a little bit of a spark. You see Ethan Reed with it on the far side. Reed skips the pass into Holly. Holly backing down Daniels. Kicks it. Extra pass. Reed. Three. Short. Daniels corrals the board and pushes the pace. Daniels back to Moore. Moore. Williams. Williams kicks it back out to J.J. Moore, who drives in. Slicing, dicing, and missing is J.J. Williams. Correction, J.J. Moore there. Chris Harris will slow it down. Harris gets it to the block. It's Holly. Holly dribbling in. Good defense from McCadden. A little bit too much contact. He'll draw the foul. Grayson McCadden picks up his first, team's fifth. He's a sophomore guard out of Burlington, North Carolina. Went to Greater Vision Academy for high school. Passing to Shepard. Shepard elevates, and he will go to the line for two.
Citadel's foul is on number 10, Jacob Daniels. That is his second personal. Team 6. Number 13, Jimmy Shepard.
Daniels picks up his second personal. Shepard at the line to shoot two. Shepard misses the first. Jaden Shepard leads the team with 138 rebounds. He's averaging 7.3 rebounds per game and 7.6 rebounds per game in conference play. So he is a presence down low on both ends of the floor for Wake Tech. As he makes the second free throw, gives Wake Tech a 64-49 advantage. On the other end, it's McCadden out of control on the jumper. Reed corralled the rebound. Chris Harris trying to get past the glue. That is Javon Williams. Harris finally gets it to Solomon. Solomon elevates for three. That one misses off the front rim. Now it's Hawk all alone. Hawk scores. And one for Eli Hawk.
Eagles foul is on number 21, Chris Harris, his second personal. Team 5th. Number 33, Eli Hawk to the line for the Sea Devils shooting one.
Chris Harris picks up his second personal, team's 5th. Eli Hawk at the line to complete the and one. Hawk misses that one. Off the back iron, the rebound is collected by Shepard. On the other end, it's Reed. Reed, nice extra pass. Solomon slams it home. Solomon filling up the highlight reel with some elevation and authority. In the game for the first time for Cape Fear's number 1, Trey Jones. He's a freshman guard out of Morehead City, North Carolina. Elevating is Moore, and hitting the jumper is J.J. Moore. Mathaka tripped up. Mathaka double teamed, and he lost the ball. J.J. Moore, easy layup, give it to him. That's a tough one from Mathaka. Good defense from the Sea Devils. JJ Moore didn't like the call. He's right in front of me. And Mathaka responds, you grab my wrist every time. So that was a little fun insight there from the players. Mathaka will go to the line. As the Eagles are in the bonus. So Mathaka will have the 1-and-1. Mathaka makes the first. Great free throw from Charles Mathaka. Charles Mathaka, sophomore guard from Beaufort, North Carolina, attended East Carteret High School. And he's been an impact player for Wake Tech all season. And he makes them both there from the line. The lead is 13. And we're going to media. We'll take another media timeout with them. 68-55, Wake Tech leads by 13 over Cape Fear Community College with 5:05 to go in the second half. We'll be right back after the media timeout. Stay tuned. Welcome back here where our score is 68-55. Wake Tech leads with 5 minutes to go in the second half. This is the time now for Cape Fear if they want to make a push. Tedrick Wachter in the game for Cape Fear, number 21. Tedrick Wachter is a freshman guard from Fayetteville, North Carolina, went to West Craven High School. You see JJ Moore with the basketball right in front of me. Moore gets a screen from Hawk. Moore driving, picked up his dribble, gets into Wachter. Wachter slices in the lane but lost the ball. Navarro heads up pass. Mathaka with 2. $70-55, Wake Tech leads. Wake Tech looking to create a winning streak. They won their last game against Denmark Tech. Steele Solomon, will he do it? Oh, he lost the ball and the handle, and he double dribbled. Oh, the whole arena was ready for another BJ Solomon slam, but denied by footing. Jonathan White back in the game for Cape Fear. $70-55. This game's really been about Wake Tech shooting from beyond the arc. They've been superb. And their start to this game, where they got off to like an 11-2 run to start this game, and it made a big difference. White in the lane, kicks it over to Jones, who pulls the 3 and hits it. $70-58, 3:48 and counting left to go in this one. Andrew Navarro brings the ball up the court. Navarro to Solomon, over in the corner. Navarro slicing through the lane, lost the ball. Steele Williams, Cooper, and Eli Hawk for 2. We're going to get a timeout. We'll take the 30-second timeout with them. Rather, we'll learn more about head coach Adam Wainwright. Head coach Adam Wainwright for Wake Tech was named the third men's basketball coach at Wake Tech in August of 2016. Wainwright oversaw the program's transition from NJCA D2 to D1 ahead of the 23-24 season. In their first season at the D1 level, the Eagles went 17-14 and 10-6 in conference play, entering the Region 10 D1 tournament as the number 3 seed. Two players, Eddie Volkerts and CJ Jordan, received second-team All-Region honors after being All-Region honorees at the D2 level in their first seasons at Wake Tech. Before Wake Tech, head coach Adam Wainwright was the assistant men's basketball coach at Barton College, an NCAA Division II team, for 2 seasons. And he helped the Bulldogs reach the postseason and make it to the 2016 conference finals. So that's a little more about head coach Adam Wainwright of your Wake Tech Eagles. After the timeout, it's Wake Tech basketball. Head coach for the Sea Devils is Mark Lane, emphatically trying to get his guys down the floor to play some defense on the inbound. That is Holly. Holly gets it in cleanly to Harris. Harris will dribble past Williams momentarily, and he gets it across half court, only to be double teamed and lost it out of bounds. Good pressure there from Jonathan White. And that will bring us to our media timeout. It's a 10-point game. Wake Tech leads 70-60 with 3:19 left to go in the second half. Don't go anywhere. A lot can happen in 3 minutes. Wake Tech trending up, though, as they're up 70-60 with 3:19. We'll be right back after the media timeout with the final 3:19. Stay tuned.
Back here again tomorrow.
Game reset here after the media timeout. Wake Tech leads 70-60, 3:19 left to go in the second half. Jonathan White will bring it up the floor. Gets it over to Javon Williams. Williams back to White. White darting in, kicks it to Williams. Williams stepped on the line before he shot the three. It'll be a turnover, 70-60 Wake Tech ball. 7 fouls from Cape Fear, 5 for Wake Tech. Mathaka gets it across half court and beats the press. Harris back to Mathaka. 2 timeouts left, both sides. Under 3 minutes here, 2:50 and counting. Mathaka, handoff after handoff. He'll get his own handoff. Holly entering the lane, throwing up a shot. That one doesn't fall. Rebound went to Trey Jones of the Sea Devils. He has it now. Jones thought about a jumper, kicks it back out to Cooper. Jaden Cooper. Jonathan White on the near side. White elevates for 3 and nails it. That's going to incur a timeout from head coach Mark Lane, who's in his start in 2019. So we'll take a 30-second timeout just to give our sponsors some love and be right back with the final 2:25 after the 30-second timeout. Wake Tech leads by 7, 70-63 over Cape Fear. Stay tuned. Welcome back here on the campus of Wake Tech to the South Gymnasium, where Wake Tech leads Cape Fear 70-63 with 2:25 left to go. I'm Jonathan Hudson, glad to bring you tonight's broadcast. It's Jaden Shepard to get it in, bounces it in to Navarro. Navarro hacked by two players, no call. Mathaka lobs it up to Harris. Harris puts it in off the window. The two. Jones, Jonathan for the three. That was Jonathan White, who couldn't get it to roll in. It rolled out. Mathaka back to Navarro with under 2 to go, 150 and counting. Navarro enters the lane, step up jumper, knocked it down. And that will result in a 30-second timeout from head coach Adam Wainwright.
And that will be 30-second timeout.
Let's see if we can do some research here. Trying to figure out a couple of players. Nope, that's old. Oh, good. But no research needed to know that Wake Tech started this game fantastically. At a great pace, had some great offensive intensity, and got out to an 11-2 run. Since then, it's been kind of back and forth. Cape Fear cut it to as low as 9 at one point, but it hasn't gotten lower than 7. I say 9, I think it was 7 at one point. 9 and 7, it's been hovering above, but Wake Tech kind of able to squash the comeback attempt. Trey Jones flying into the lane and scoring there for Cape Fear. 74-65. Approaching a minute and a half to go as a high pass is floated to Navarro. Navarro being tightly guarded by White. Navarro will kick it back out. Now it's Saquon Harris at the elbow. Avoids the double team. A little bit of a volleyball pass there from Mathaka. The three from Navarro off the mark. Jones pass. Gets to Williams. Siobhan Williams over to Cooper. Cooper for three. Counted. 74-68 after the three-pointer from Jaden Cooper. And that will be the final timeout from the Sea Devils. And it'll be a full timeout. So the three makes it a 6-point game. 2-possession game here with 1:08 to go. 74-68. We'll be right back with the final 1:08 after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to the campus of Wake Tech, where the Eagles hold a 74-68 advantage with 68 seconds to go in this one. 1:08 to go. Shepard gets it into Harris. Harris double team quickly back to Shepard. Shepard bounce past to Mathaka. They get it over half court. Mathaka bumped by Cooper, and that will be a foul.
Sea Devils foul is on number 4, Jaden Cooper. That is his 4th personal, team 8th.
Cooper picks up his 4th, team's 8th. So Mathaka will head to the line.
Charles Mathaka to the line for your Eagles.
Mathaka with some important free throws here just to extend the lead. Mathaka makes the first and gets a fist pump from teammate Andrew Navarro close to us. And a little bit of an air high five too. 75-68 after the made free throw from Ithaca. This free throw would make it 8 for Wake Tech. The advantage is 8 with 1:01 to go. Quick offense here for Cape Fear. Jonathan White to Cooper. Williams for the baseline three. Too short. Rebound Navarro. He's elevated for that board. The pass, Shepard, one hand corrals it. Back to Navarro. Navarro to Mathaca. Mathaca, Shepard. Shepard with 37. Shepard, Saquon Harris. Saquon Harris is fouled by Jonathan White, and he'll go to the line. As we will get a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout called by head coach Adam Wainwright, and we'll take the full timeout with him. 76-68, Wake Tech leads with 35 seconds to go. In this one, the lead is, math is hard, 8. The lead is 8 with 35 to go. Wake Tech leads by 8 over Cape Fear. Stay tuned for the final 35 seconds of this one and post-game wrap-up. Welcome back here where Wake Tech leads 76-68. The lead is 8, and they have the ball with 35 seconds to go. Navarro gets in, and they're going to get a foul before Navarro loses the ball. A lot of contact. Navarro will go to the line. Andrew Navarro is that guy from the free throw line. He shoots 90.6%, 48 of 53 on the season, 15 of 16 in conference, and we got him with the announcer's jinx as that one doesn't fall. Shepard fighting for it with Hawk. Hawk on the floor, and Hawk, a little bit of a disturbance after the play with Hawk and Navarro and everyone involved. Referees do a good job of jumping in there as well as the teammates of Hawk. And referees are going to tell them to go, both sides to go to their benches as they sort out what happened after the scuffle on the jump ball. And we'll keep it here. That was an interesting one. Good intervention by the referees because this isn't hockey. You don't want anything to escalate, especially with this amount of time left. And they're just going to call the teams back. And we'll go with foul on Navarro. He'll pick up a second personal, team 6. So it'll be Cape Fear basketball with 28 seconds to go, down by 8. The three from Jonathan White. Skitters off the front rim. Saquon Harris is held up by Javon Williams. He slams it home anyway. Javon Williams robbing us of another highlight.
Javon Williams, his second personal, team 10th.
Williams picks up his second personal, team's 10th.
Number 5, Saquon Harris to the line for your Eagles.
It's of note that Eli Hawk played at Wake Tech for Cape Fear. He's part of that little skirmish there. Navarro was also part of the skirmish. A lot of people became part of the skirmish, but the referees did their jobs. All is good. And all is good if you're an Eagles fan as Saquon Harris makes the first free throw as they're 19.6 seconds away from their second straight victory here at home. Harris hits them both. 10-point game, 78-68. Jonathan White will have the ball for Cape Fear. White to Williams, Javon Williams, over to Cooper. Cooper had it batted away by Jaden Shepard. Shepard playing to the last second. You love to see the great defense from Jaden Shepard. White, Cooper, Jaden Cooper. Now rejected at the rim by Saquon Harris, and that'll end it here as the Eagles will pick up their 12th victory of the season. They win it 78-68. As Mathaka slams it home in celebration, and that will be end of this one. Wake Tech wins by 10, 78-68. We'll be right back with wrap up and post game after this. Stay tuned. Eagles win. Welcome back here to the Eagles post game where Wake Tech won this one 78-68 over Cape Fear Community College. Leading scorers for first for the visitors, Jaden Cooper had 17 in the losing outing for Cape Fear. For Wake Tech, they were led by Charles Mathaka with 16 points. Saquon Harris had 15 points and Tequan Holly had 12 points. So great game from Charles Mathaka, Harris, and Holly, who had 16, 15, and 12 points respectively. Once again, the final score was 78-68. With the win, Wake Tech improves to 12-8 overall and 4-2 in conference play, and Cape Fear Community College falls to 9-6 overall and 3-3 in NJCAA Region 10 action. The Eagles roll into another game tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, Friday, 3 p.m. It's Wake Tech versus Gaston College, 3 p.m. Here, we'll have pregame at 2:50. I'll be on the call, excited for that one. Again, our final score here, Wake Tech 78, Cape Fear 68. Big thank you to all involved at Wake Tech, especially our scorer for the game, Dan Barkley, who provided me with the stats. Again, Eagles win 78-68. I'm Jonathan Hudson saying good night from Wake Tech.